and welcome to day number 12 of our Christmas Advent Yoga. We are halfway through now, and today we are having a focus on the root chakra, and our theme is about rooting down and rising up. So you may want a block if that's within your practice to use, but it's not essential, and neither is a strap. But all you need to do is come and sit yourself down in the center of your mat and sit up nice and tall. Close the eyes, let the hands just rest on the knees, and I will see you there. Okay, so just coming into your seated position, allow the hands to be resting on the knees and just start taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Start to just feel balanced on your sitting bones, centering yourself and just bringing more awareness to your body. Start to take the index finger and thumb together to join in our chin mudra. As we begin to be focusing on the root chakra, our Muladhara, which brings us a sense of grounding. And when balanced, we feel stable, energetic, safe and secure. And when unbalanced, we can have feelings of anxiety, fear, insecurity, perhaps feeling unmotivated. You can repeat a few affirmations, perhaps of your own, or you can breathe in, saying with every breath, I release any anxiety within me. And repeat this as many times as you wish throughout our practice today. And just start to bring the shoulders up towards the ears and back down, rotating through the shoulder joints. And inhale, lifting the arms all the way up. Bring the palms to meet and then dropping them behind the head just to open out the chest and the shoulders, keeping the spine nice and long. Exhale, lift up and bring them back to the center. And then we lift the arms all the way back up again. Deep breath in and exhale, release the hands behind the head, keeping the palms together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart, lowering the forehead down. We lift the arms all the way up again. Bring the hands behind the head, open the chest and the shoulders. Lifting up and exhale back to our center. Releasing the hands just by your side for a moment. Begin to softly open the eyes. Plant the right hand down and inhale, lift up with the left arm, coming into a little side lean. Coming back to center, placing the left hand down and inhale, lifting up with the right arm. Gazing up towards the sky and lower the hand back down. Going again, lifting up the left arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up the right. Exhale, release. Taking the hands behind the back for a moment, interlace the fingers, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. And then release the hands onto the thighs. Just taking a moment to connect the breath and then lifting the arms in front, interlace the fingers and push the palms away from you. We lift the arms all the way up, deep breath in, exhale, release. Going now onto your tabletop pose. As always, making sure knees are underneath hips, wrists are underneath shoulders. Begin to press down through the hands, rooting down into your cat pose and then working into your cow. Just slowly working through the spine, creating flexion and extension. Connecting this with your own breath. So not necessarily waiting for me to guide you into each pose, but just moving so your breath is connecting at all times with the movement. Start to bring your right foot forwards in between the hands, gazing forwards as we come into our low lunge. We start to take it into a rise, pressing through that front foot, softening down through the hips, releasing the shoulders down too, keeping the arms nice and strong. Crossing your left arm over your right and interlace the fingers, coming into our eagle pose. You can keep the hands separated or hands on shoulders depending on flexibility. Lift the arms up. You can come into a slight back bend as well if you want to. And slowly release, planting the hands down. Planting the left hand next to the inside of the right foot, lifting up with the right arm. Gazing up towards that hand, bring the hand down. Gazing forwards, and then bring your right knee back to join your left. Just twist a little bit through the hips, and then bring your left foot forwards in between the hands. Rooting down through that front foot, we lift the arms up, soften down into the hips, relax the shoulders. Arms straight up, and we're crossing over again, this time right arm over left, interlace the fingers, however you want to, or perhaps leaving them resting on the shoulders. Keeping that spine nice and long, this distance between the arms, finding that balance as you come into maybe a slight little back bend here. Release the hands all the way back down. Planting the right hand down, inhale, lift up with the left arm, gazing up towards that hand. Bringing the hand down, lifting your back knee, stepping forwards into Uttanasana. You can soften the knees here, swing from side to side. Plant the hands down onto the earth, shake the head. Coming up to your halfway lift. Sending the glutes back. Exhale, place the hands down. And just rock from side to side again. Inhale up to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down. Swing from side to side. And then coming up again to your halfway lift. Taking a deep breath in, plant the hands down, and then inhale, sweeping up, pressing through the thighs, activating through the legs. Hands come to heart center. Stepping your left foot back now. Coming into your warrior one, back foot's 45 degrees, hips are forwards. Taking the arms behind you, drawing the shoulder blades back and down, open out the chest and the heart. And then swinging the arms all the way forwards. Inhale and exhale into your warrior two. Soften the hips down, arms are straight out. We come into a side angle, leaning on the right leg, taking the left arm all the way up, creating that one straight line. Down the torso, lifting back up to warrior two and exhaling to reverse warrior. Backhand resting on the back leg. Come back to warrior two, straighten the front leg and turn your right foot in slightly. Heel toe the feet in a little bit more, arrive into your goddess pose. Making sure knee is over ankle. We release the hands out to the side, deep breath in. Take the hands behind you, drawing again the shoulder blades back and down. Rooting down through towards the earth. Going into a little twist, dropping the left shoulder down to the center and then twisting with the right shoulder coming to center. Bringing the hands back to the heart. Inhale, straighten up. Activating the thighs, press down and lengthen through the spine, arriving at a 90-degree angle and then placing the hands down to the earth. Walk the hands round to the left foot, arriving in your low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes and rise up. Cactusing the arms, making sure left knee is above the ankle. Swing the arms down, lift the back knee, bringing it in slightly and straightening both legs now, so sending the hips back. Back foot's 45 degrees, arriving in pyramid pose, hands either to the earth or to your shin. Bend the front knee and rise up to warrior one. And then again, bringing the hands down, drawing the shoulder blades back and down as you interlace the fingers behind the back. Release the arms all the way up, deep breath in. Exhale as you open back out to warrior two. Reaching forwards, turn the palm, breathing out, reverse back. Looking up towards the sky. And then arriving into your side angle. Again, that straight line down the torso and down the leg and the arm. Coming back to your warrior two, straightening that front leg again. Heel toe the feet in, lift up the arms, exhale, goddess pose. Arriving here, rooting down again through the feet. Open out the arms to the side. Take a deep breath in, lift up, exhale, hands to heart center. Opening out the arms again, inhale, lift, exhale, hands to heart. We start to push through the earth, lift up, hinge forwards from the hips, arriving back at that 90-degree angle, reaching forwards and plant the hands down. Walk the hands round now to the right foot, arriving in your low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, push through that right foot, lifting up into a rise, cactusing the arms if you want. Swing the arms down, plant the back toes down and lift that back knee, bringing that back foot in slightly and stretching out both legs to arrive in pyramid pose. Hands to the heart or to the floor, you can use a block. And then step forwards to arrive back into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Pushing through the earth, activate the thighs, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Okay, so just making sure that the feet are firmly planting down into the earth again, rooting down through the legs. We lift the arms up. Take a deep breath in. Release the hands, swan dive down into your Uttanasana, forward fold. And start to heel toe the feet out to the width of your mat and just shake from side to side slightly. So we're going to come down into our Malasana Yogi squat. This is too much for the knees, for the feet. You can stay upright on the balls of your toes. I advise you perhaps have your hands in front, resting on a block or the earth. Just walk from side to side, just working a little bit into the hips and then send the hips up towards the sky, lengthen out the spine. Keeping the hands planting down in the mats in your forward fold. And we then go again. So arriving back into Malasana, just you going from side to side, easing into those hips. And exhale, release up. So again, I remind you, if this is too much, please go into goddess pose that we were doing earlier. You may want to take the feet a little bit wider. And then arriving back down in Malasana, use the tops of the knees just to gently allow the upper arms to press against them to help try and draw the tailbone under slightly so that you're not rounding through the spine too much. If you are, come a little bit up onto the toes and just keep the hands to the earth, or you can use this block. So you can place the block underneath to also perch on, if that helps to draw the tailbone under slightly. rooting down. And then planting the hands down, send the hips up towards the sky. Activating through the thighs. Taking hold of the outside of the right shin with the left hand, twisting as you open out, extending your right arm up towards the sky. Coming back to center, shaking out the hips slightly. And we go on the other side. So grabbing hold of the outside of the left leg with the right arm, send the left arm up towards the sky. Come back to center and ease back down into your Malasana or your goddess pose. Use the block again if you need to. Plant the right hand down in the center, lift up with the left, looking up towards the back of the room. Placing the left hand down and switching now, twisting through the spine slightly. And bringing the hands back to heart center. Place the hands down, send the hips up. Exhale, release. And then begin to heel toe the feet in towards the center of your mat. Step your left foot back to arrive in your low lunge. Rise up into your high lunge. Drop the back heel to arrive in warrior one. And like we did earlier with the arms in our low lunge, cross your left arm over right. As you ease into your eagle arms. Again, just remembering where you can place the hands. Taking it into a little back bend if you want. Release the hands all the way down to frame the foot and step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal through. You can keep the heels lifted if you want to, or rise up and down. Lengthening through the legs, bending and straightening the knees. And lifting up the left leg, draw that knee in. Gaze forward, step the foot through. Arriving in your low lunge, ground through that front foot. Lift up, sink the hips down a little bit into your high lunge. Bring the back foot down, 45 degrees, warrior one. Crossing the right arm over left and interlacing those fingers. Creating those eagle arms. Going back slightly if you want to. Release the hands, bringing them all the way down and stepping back into your downward facing dog. Drop down to the knees, untuck the toes, and come to rest in child's pose. You can bring the arms down by your side. And just taking a few moments here to rest. And you can stay here for as long or as little as you want. And so thank you once again for joining me today. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you for joining in today. Don't forget to hit subscribe in order to follow the remainder of our Christmas Advent yoga sessions. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.